Hey there guys, and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy XIII. In the last episode, after preparing and getting everything we needed, we made our way to the end of the railroad tracks in Orba. So it looks like this is the end of the line. Alright, so before you head into this battle, make sure your characters have 900,000 CP. Anything over 900,000, make sure you spend it, because if your characters have over 900,000 CP, then it's going to get wasted, because after defeating this boss you get 100,000 CP, and the CP cap is 999,999. So if your CP is over 900,000, go ahead and spend it. After that, let's quickly take a look at the preparations. Starting with Paradigms, we have Relentless Assault, Ravager Commando, Aggression, Commando Ravager Commando, Exploitation, Commando Saboteur, and make this your active Paradigm. Solidarity, Commando Medic Sentinel, Diversity, Ravager Medic Commando, and Combat Clinic, Medic Sentinel. Alright, after you got all that, let's take a look at the equipment. Now this boss, he likes to use daze, which will daze your characters and make them be unable to attack for several seconds. Also, he likes putting poison on your characters, so I highly suggest to equip some accessories that resist your resist daze and resist poison. So for lightning, we have the Inkindler, Adamant Bangle, fully upgraded, Rainbow Anklet, and Star Pendant. Also, you should equip HP raising accessories. For Vanille, we have the Marlboro Wand, fully upgraded, Platinum Bangle, Rainbow Anklet, and Star Pendant. And for Fang, we have the Calamity Spear, fully upgraded, Platinum Bangle, Rainbow Anklet, and Rune Bracelet. Now you can equip either a Rune Bracelet or a Black Belt, because this boss has pretty damaging physical and magical attacks. So either way, or if you have an Entite Ring fully upgraded, go ahead and equip that, or even a Ribbon. A ribbon will really help out. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go ahead and equip that ribbon onto I don't know why I didn't think of this earlier. Let's put the ribbon onto lightning, and that way we can put the, where's it at? That way we can put the Star Pendant onto Fang. Yeah, if you have a ribbon, go ahead and put that onto lightning. I don't know why I did not think about that. And that'll also increase lightning's daze resistance up to 48%, because the ribbon increases all status ailment percentage by 25%. Alright, so now that we're ready, go ahead and proceed forward. And before you get anywhere near it, just after the treasure ball, make sure you toss a Fortizol and an Agizol so you can get your character some buffs. And then head to the end of the tracks.
Ragnarok. Come, day of wrath, O pulseless sea. Embrace thy fate, thine home to burn, that fallen souls might bear our plea to hasten the divine's return. O piteous wanderer, Ragnarok, make of this day a brave epoch. Deliver the divine, Ragnarok.
What? Sarah, how did you...
I was waiting for you to open your eyes. All the time I was asleep, I knew what was happening. I kept trying to think of a way to save Cocoon. Together.
Sarah?
You get it now. There are no gods with miracles to save us. No matter where you look. That's why we have to call one. Destroy Orphan. We'll save the world.
Stop it!
You can't do that. You love me too much. You do, don't you, Claire?
Enough already. Listen up. We are all shooting for the same goal here.
And the result of that is this.
You son of a...
You betray your fal'Cie to chase after dreams and shadows. The world you claim to wish to protect now faces the end of days, with no hope of salvation.
I didn't think fal'Cie had the means.
Oh, it won't be fal'Cie who destroy her. For centuries now, Cocoon has provided generously for its human inhabitants every want and need. Coddled them, one might even say. The result being their deep-seated fear and hatred of change and all things alien. Fed, nurtured, and ready to detonate at the slightest spark. The seeds of destruction take root, even now.
What did you do to Cocoon?
I resigned, appointing Reigns as Primarch in my stead.
Reigns? He's alive?
The puppet is restrung to serve my needs, yes. Its eyes had long since turned to glass. Of course, the cavalry's eyes will see our friend as nothing more than a traitor to their cause. They'll say the fal'Cie got to him too, or some such drivel. And imagine, when I spread word that it's Orphan tugging at his strings, what happens next?
What? You're gonna use the cavalry to take the thing out?
Perhaps. Or perhaps I'll feign the howling of Pulsian wolves and let the fear-addled sheep slaughter themselves first. Either way, the end is at hand. But what of yourselves? Will you enjoy the festivities beside me? Or perhaps...
Reach the end here, in the land where it all began.
All those lives.
Alright, so at the start of battle, stick with Exploitation so that Vanille and Fang can cast D-Protect, D-Shell, and Slow on the boss. Meanwhile, Lightning can use her Commando roll to get the power chain on its Stagger Gauge going. Alright, so once you have D-Protect, D-Shell, Imperil, and Slow on the boss, you can now see Barthandelus' health. He has 3,307,500 HP. His status immunities is Poison, Vigilance, D-Brave, D-Faith, and Daze. And we can't currently see his vulnerabilities. So once you have stuck those status ailments, D-Protect, D-Shell, Slow, and Imperil on the boss, switch over to Relentless Assault and stagger him. His stagger point is only 300%, so you'll be able to stagger him really quick. Once you stagger Barthandelus, go ahead and raise his stagger percentage up to about 700%.
The world waits with salvation.
And if you want, just like the Daharka fight, you can max his stagger percentage out at 999.9%.
Such marvelous strength.
aggression. And note that whenever you lower his health below half, he will release his staggered state, and he'll use Apopatus. Now what this does is it completely removes your buffs, and it completely removes his debuff, so you'll have to start over. So quickly switch to Combat Clinic. Get everyone's health back up in the green.
Oh, yeah?
Take down the enemy.
Then switch back to Exploitation.
And save your fresh terror.
He'll then poison everyone.
Your salvation.
Barthandelus!
I'll deal with you. Make sure you stay on top of the healing, because here's where the battle gets nasty. Once you stagger the boss, wait for decent tech to stick, and then quickly switch to Relentless Assault. Now boost the stagger percentage up to about 600%. And then switch to Diversity. Take one more stagger to finish him off.
Don't give up! Don't give up!
You struggle in vain.
Bring it on!
Make sure to stay on top of the healing.
This battle is ours. Follow my lead!
And then switch over to Relentless Assault and take him down. Stagger him.
You crave death's release. Fulfill your focus. Save your precious power.
You're going down! Damn foul tree!
Still doesn't want to go down. Alright, looks like we're going to have to stagger him again.
Move on instinct.
Alright, so Relentless Assault should do the trick. We can stagger him one more time. He only has 131,000 HP left, so he's going to croak any minute.
Perhaps this
so he's done for. Alright, so that battle lasted about 6 minutes. It would have been quicker if I had Saz in the party so that he could keep putting haste on everybody. But you don't need that. As you can see, I still 5-starred the battle. And for winning, you get 100,000 Christian points. So this is why I advise that you spend any Christian points over 900,000 if you have over 900,000 CP saved up. Because the CP cap is 999,999. You'll get a goddess's flavor after the battle. And finally, your Crystarium will expand. We're now at Crystarium Stage 9.
The time has come. Allow me to extend my invitation. To save a people beyond salvation, there is only Ragnarok. Cocoon suffers. Release her from the pain.
Alright, so after the battle, go ahead and examine the sea stone for another scene.
So, this is the end of the rainbow, huh? Well, here's hoping the pot's full of tips on dealing with crackpot Fal'Cie.
You know, I don't remember this being here before. I guess it's new, huh?
Yeah, must be. I suppose it might be a record of what happened. You know, after we turned to crystal. Cocoon, where the slayers of Lindsay dwell, is the enemy of all life fostered by Pulse's sacred hand. So our Fal'Cie determined Pulse's will, chose l'Cie, and gave them a focus. Become Ragnarok and bring about the end of Cocoon. And so the beast arose, defeated Lindsay's hateful Fal'Cie, and prepared to tear Cocoon apart. But her providence betrayed our l'Cie, draining Ragnarok of strength. Their focus only half complete, the l'Cie were taken to the enemy's land by Barthandelus, curse his name. And the goddess said, l'Cie who rest upon Cocoon will reawaken, however long they may wait. And Ragnarok will rise again, to tear the land from its seat in the sky. Her word is absolute.
Guess the jig is up.
Cocoon's done for, isn't it?
Yeah, you don't sweat it. If we go ahead and smash Cocoon, you know some makers sure to roll up and save the day.
As long as Fal'Cie are around, this fight is never gonna end. So let's finish it. Let's get Daisley.
So what do we do about Orphan?
We help Orphan. What else can we do? If we can manage to keep it safe.
Another war breaks out somewhere down the road. We're see. It's not like we can make people stop fighting.
Lightning, you told me on Cocoon. It's not a question of can or can't. We just do it. That's our only choice this time. Maybe it won't do much. Maybe only one person will listen to us. But even then, isn't trying better than doing nothing?
Because ripples can make waves.
Okay, kids have gone crazy.
Revolutionaries always get cold crazy.
When I was on Cocoon, I wished on those fireworks. I wished to not let anything happen to Cocoon this time. But I shouldn't have wished for that. Wishes aren't enough. Prayers either. This time I'm making a promise. I will keep Cocoon safe. I promise, no matter what.
I guess it takes losing everything to make you see how much you have to fight for. Huh.
And we're the only ones who can do it, right?
Right.
Yep.
All right then. Let's tie up loose ends.
Okay.
Right.
All right.
Yeah.
Alright, so after the scene, you'll now be faced with a couple options. Now that your Crystarium is expanded, you can expend any CP that you have saved up in order to get stronger. And you have two options from here. Head straight ahead to the destination marker and return to Cocoon for the final battle. Or you can head back to Grand Pulse in order to gather more CP, finish up Sea Stone missions, and then come back after you've gotten a whole lot stronger and done a lot of optional stuff, and then go to Cocoon and fight the main battle. So now up to this point, or at this point, I really don't know how to proceed with the walkthrough. There's two huge routes I can take. I can either go to Cocoon and fight the final battle so that we can get to the post game faster, and then we'll take care of all the optional stuff on the post game. Or we can go back to Pulse, or we can stay on Pulse and backtrack and take care of more Sea Stone missions and max out our Crystarium, and then go to Cocoon and fight the main battle. And that way, once we do hit post game, we'll only have the majority of the stuff to complete. So if we go to Cocoon now, when we come back after we beat the final boss, because the game's nowhere near over. After you beat the final boss, there's all kinds of optional stuff you can do. There's tons of Sea Stone missions, there's optional bosses, and the game's nowhere near over. So I don't know how I should do this. If we go to Cocoon now, then once we beat the final boss, we're gonna have a whole slew of stuff to do in the post game. But if we head back and backtrack now and get more Sea Stone missions done, then once we beat the final boss, we'll have less stuff to do. So I really don't know. I'm going to put some thought into it, and then on the next episode, I'll let you guys know what decision I made. So for now, I suggest to spend any CP that you've gathered up on your characters, and if you want to know what to upgrade, I'll include it at the beginning of the next episode. So yeah, that's going to conclude this episode of Let's Play Final Fantasy XIII. I'll see you guys next time, where I decide what to do, whether to fight the final battle or backtrack for some side quests.